I just finished my lunch, part of which I had inside and part of which I had outside. There's some leftovers with chickpeas and potatoes and stuff. I had those, but that wasn't enough, so I had some nuts and the last bit of coffee. So that's my lunch. But Nana and I went for a walk this morning. I wanted to get some baking soda, and they forgot to get it when they went shopping the other night. So we walked up to Sobeys at Westgate Plaza and bought home a big box of baking soda. This is to put in the cat's litter box. Cat's litter boxes. So I brought that home, had lunch, then my son came home. I guess he had an early day today. When I got home before I had lunch, I cleaned up some of the grass. There were some weeds growing in the one corner there. Otherwise the grass is short like everybody else's, but there were some weeds that had decided to take advantage of the water that they gotten lately. Sprouted up really high. So I pulled out. And then I saw some other ones and I pulled them out too, so I spent a few minutes pulling weeds and then walked around to the other side of the house, and in the window well I found a couple of trees growing in there, so I chopped them down. I had my garden snips, they're wonderful. So I cleaned up the garden a bit. Did some fine tuning. And I dropped everything on the driveway so that the sun could kill them. And I had also taken the compost bin from the road. It was picked up by the garbage guys, and it had been accumulating some maggots, I think, in the lid. So I went at it and cleaned it massively and washed it off and left it cooking in the sun. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the new bag and put it in there and put the stuff I pulled out into there as well. Well, it's not yard waste, but I don't have enough yard waste to do so I'll just put it in the composting. Since that gets picked up every week and yard waste only gets picked up every other week. Anyway, as I was inside, going to come out with my nuts and coffee, Nana was sitting there. She'd been sitting there. And I asked her, I had her lead ready to put on to come outside. And I said, do you want to come out with me, or do you want to go up with my son, with Arlo? And she's looking at me. I said, I'm going outside. Do you want to come outside, or do you want to go upstairs with Arlo? And she was looking at me, and she's looking at me. I opened the door. She went upstairs. She thought about it. So that's really cool to see that she can think like that, because I think a cat would have decided to come outside. Not mine, but any cat that likes outside would have decided to come outside. So Nana actually thought about it, made a decision, acted on it. That was cool. That was cool. it's definitely warmer today than it was yesterday. We went for a long walk. As I said, all the way up there and then over to the Sobeys, baking soda, home. Long walk, especially when you're walking. First I went up the hill, and that's St. Andrew's Hill is, it's a long, gentle slope, but it's a long slope, so you're warm by the time you get to the top. And then it's level all the way over to the Sobeys, and then downhill the rest of the way home. But I heard that there was supposed to be perhaps rain this evening, but not now. And I didn't say that it was supposed to be overcast now, but it's warmer than yesterday, so I don't mind the overcast if it's warmer than yesterday, which it never really cleared. I didn't feel that it cleared 20. And for me to sit outside, it has to be over 20. It's cold. Not comfortable yesterday. So getting the baking soda, that was my thing to do today. I wanted to get more, but it was so warm. I wanted to get my, I have, for lunch, I often have Montreal style turkey breast. And the best version of that is to be bought at Sobeys. Zehrs also sells it. It's not as good as the one I get at Sobeys. And the last 2 times I've tried to buy it at Zehrs, they haven't had it. So I was happy to go to Sobeys for it, but they did not have it. I didn't want to do it in the hot sun today. It's okay. I like nuts for lunch, and I haven't had nuts for lunch in a long time. So, right. So I'm back to reading. No, I'll go and get the bag to put in the compost bin and put away the garden waste, yard waste, weeds and chopped off trees, maple trees. Opportunistic.